Hi everyone, and welcome back to Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and today we are checking out two more exciting episodes. We're at the penultimate, I think that's what you would call these two episodes, the last two episodes before our final two, Duet and In the Hands of Prophets. Before we can get to those episodes though, we have The Forsaken and Dramatis Personae. And for some reason, whenever I see the name The Forsaken, for some reason Forsaken turns into Foreskin, and I want to say The Foreskin. Last time on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, we had one really good episode and one very interesting episode. Progress, I really enjoyed a lot, and I thought it was a great Kira episode. And then If Wishes Were Horses was not as bad as people made it seem. I actually kind of enjoyed that episode with the aspect of imagination. So I'm excited to see what these two episodes have in store for us. No one has talked about them, so I'm sure they're just decent episodes, and I'm very excited to get into them today. And remember, if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon. Not only are there uncut and early access reactions that come up to 3 weeks early, which means I'm already on season 2 on Patreon. You can also get really exclusive merch, such as this awesome Baby Yoda shirt and this nice shirt, as well as so much more if you subscribe to the tiers that contain merch. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the reaction. Okay, I'm ready for Star Trek Deep Space Nine. My dog Huxley's ready for Star Trek Deep Space Nine. If you haven't met her, this is Huxley. She's a little old. She's like 11 and she loves Star Trek. So she's very excited to be watching DS9 with us today. Anyways, let's get into this thing. I hope you enjoy my reaction to the first episode we're going to be watching today, which is Season 1, Episode 16, The Forsaken.
I have just the officer to take them off my hands.
I only wish.
Oh my god, it's Bashir. Please.
Madam Ambassador.
She has a forehead 9,000. And it's Frank in the background, guys.
Crew level are currently occupied.
And someone can move. You, for example.
No, come on.
Hour with some new suggestion on how to run his ship.
He welcomed...
Wait, is this the barber?
As I'm sure your Commander Cisco will welcome them.
He looks like the barber.
Recalibration. Sweep.
What are you recalibrating?
You can't lie to a Vulcan, buddy.
Suggesting we indulge in one of those disgusting Ferengi sex programs?
No.
I don't like all three of these people. Actually, just her. I'm gonna be honest, just her.
Some rest. I did not come all this way to rest, Doctor. I would like to see your facility.
Bashir, man, this is going so downhill.
Gone. It's gone!
What's gone, Madam Ambassador?
Oh, my latinum hair brooch.
Oh no.
Dice again. Something brushed against me and my God, I've been wigged.
I hope it was Quark.
Sign? What sign?
The one above the door. You'd have to stand on a chair to read that.
Yeah, but it's there.
Of the fifth householder of the sacred chalice of Reeks, they're the holy rings of Beta Z.
And he's like, why do I care?
Stolen. It's been in my family for 36 generations. It's absolutely priceless and I want it back.
And you just had it like lying around on you?
And you sense no guilt anywhere in this room.
Yeah, Odo, that's actually smart. Yeah, she just used your powers, idiot.
Plenty of reason to feel guilty, but he usually doesn't have to resort to petty theft to fleece his client.
Oh my god, Odo, he's supporting Quark.
Wait a minute. Empty your pockets. Now.
This burrito-faced man.
Hello, either.
Oh, how perfectly brilliant of you.
Dude, she's in love with Odo.
About your security, Chief.
I think she means she wants to see everything about him, if you know what I mean, if you catch my drift. Deep Space Nine! Sorry, I was just like so tranced by the music, I forgot to say the Star Trek part. I just like forgot about it. Huxley, sing along. Yeah, you hear that? She's so good at singing.
Increase deuterium flow by 5% to reaction chamber 2.
Procedure is not recommended.
What? Why?
I've had enough of your opinions, damn it. Just do it!
Dude, I love O'Brien just just squabbling with the computer.
Chief is just a computer.
This is no computer. This is my arch enemy.
That's so amazing.
I'll have to do a root canal.
Root canal?
It's engineering shorthand, sir. I'll have to get into it.
O'Brien has become a dentist.
Chief, it's all right. It doesn't matter.
Chief, I want you to do what you have to do.
Ah, Cisco.
And this is Ops.
The heart and soul.
Oh my god, he turned around. Cisco does not want to see these people. Ah, the fake smile. That's so good.
Get me from the wood poles.
Commander, an unidentified vessel is coming through the...
He wants to shoot these people out of the airlock.
Quite a sight, isn't it?
That's it? That's the whole thing?
That's it? Calm down.
Experience, perhaps I can...
The young woman over there has over 300 years.
Yeah, calm down.
I might have better luck if we towed it into the docking ring.
I want to throw all three of these guys out of the airlock just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. Like maybe just their foot out of the airlock or something.
Dr. Bashir, the best place to view this probe is from the docking ring near port 7.
Oh my god, get them as far away as possible. Best place to view this probe is airlock 52. When you're inside, press eject. What the flip is she wearing?
You are the thin beige line between order and chaos.
And he does wear beige, so she got her colors right.
Is Odo your first or last name?
It's all of my names.
I have a lot of work to do.
Why is she circling his nipple like that?
Being with?
I've heard that you're the only one of your kind.
Dude, she's got some ideas that he wants to shapeshift into.
Is that the calm? I've got to get to Oz.
I've never seen Odo in this situation. I feel like he would be very awkward. Imagine if they just start making out and then he just turns into a puddle. She slips in the puddle and falls. That'd be pretty funny.
No, sir, this one's named Roxana.
Roxana Troy, the ambassador.
Waxena Troy. Oh!
There was a minor incident at the
Oh!
bar.
You guys were telling me about this woman.
Grateful.
What's the problem?
Is this Diana Troy's mother?
She's extremely aggressive.
I see. So she's after you.
Cisco's like, yeah, Odo. Fist bump.
Have you thought of letting her catch you?
Sir,
A little romance, Odo.
Cisco, man.
it does not require changing how you smell or writing bad poetry or...
Okay.
I would appreciate it if you would do something about this woman.
Me?
I guess Odo knows nothing of romance because there's no other species. And I bet he's never been hit on before.
I don't handle delicacy very well.
The probe appears...
Cisco basically said in that conversation, you two need to get naked.
And enough computer capacity to run a Galaxy-class starship. It's very odd.
Yeah, what is this thing?
Ah, there you are.
Oh, what a nice dress.
You were going into a holosuite with me.
Well, of course. He's preparing a special picnic basket for us.
Oh my god, Quark's gonna be gloating so hard.
Upper pylon 3. I've always wanted to see an upper pylon. I know. I'll have Quark send.
This is cool, we've never been in the elevators before.
You, every 16 hours, I turn into a liquid.
She's like, cool, I could, oh my gosh, she's like, I could do liquids. I've done a liquid before.
Computer!
Oh no. Now they're trapped in an elevator together. You might as well just start making out in the elevator.
Power to the pylon turbolifts has failed.
I bet it's a probe.
Ready?
Energizing.
They're not working. Odo's stuck. Odo's stuck.
But don't worry, Constable. We'll get it repaired right away.
She's like, it's fate. Let's make out.
Alone at last.
Dude, his worst nightmare has just come true. But he's getting cold sweats and everything.
I don't get it. Every component of the turbolift power net seems to be...
Yeah, how can everything be working, but it's not?
Currents through the positioning mechanism, so don't try to shape-shift your way out.
I wouldn't think of it.
Nah, he was thinking about it.
Take the opportunity to get to know each other.
I'd really prefer to pass the time quietly. Quietly.
Of course.
Thank you.
These two actually have good chemistry together. These two actors.
You know, I've always been attracted to quiet men.
He's like, oh my god, I better be loud then.
You don't have to say another word as long as we're here, but I think I really need to talk.
I understand.
Oh wait, this is gonna be nice.
Dreadful. It was mildly lamentable. And it was all because of that loathsome demon.
I miss Deanna Troy.
But he did have a certain charm. In an insufferable kind of way.
She keeps contradicting what she's saying.
He was so helpless. At first it was totally...
You know, she's like a grandma when she starts going off, you know what I mean?
Wondering how many volts are in that exposed circuit. Go on, go on.
Dude, I love this so much.
They go. They are the ambassadors of unhappy.
Oh, that was so good, Bashir.
It was a simple misunderstanding over his attempt to coax a young ensign to his quarters against her will.
Oh my god, what?
Don't hit one of them, Doctor. I'm not nearly as understanding as Curzon was.
No, hit them, it's okay.
It rerouted the APS power flow in less than an hour.
That's good news. How soon can we get...
Yeah, but it's not working still.
And 14.4 KSC.
He's like, what about it?
Do you hear it?
Hear what?
Yeah, what do you hear?
It's not the same attitude. Even with the Enterprise computer, it was like dancing a waltz. With this computer, it's always been like a wrestling match.
Fair enough.
Something happens to bring me back.
Bring you back?
To the computer.
What do you mean?
Replicator failure. It's almost like the computer doesn't want me to leave it alone.
Wait, that's weird. What?
Most make it sound like a child.
Wait, what if it is a child? I would have said the computer's in love with O'Brien, but I guess child also works.
Organisms have evolved in our cultures. Mechanical life could have done the same in others.
That's true, like the Transformers.
Integrated itself into our computer.
I don't think it has. That would make it more like a virus.
Yeah.
Transferring all of its programming off the station might just solve our problems.
Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, let's get on it.
Comm lines have been down over 90 minutes. He's been in there almost 4 hours now.
Dude, if they're not making out yet, they're never gonna make out.
Computer.
Stand by. Unable to complete requested.
Yeah, the computer's obviously not gonna do it.
This is back to Probe's computers.
Stand by.
Oh my days.
It's not as easy as I thought it would be, Commander.
Yeah, it is no easy peasy lemon squeezy. It might just be a lemon squeezy.
Chief O'Brien, one of the best in Starfleet.
Yeah.
Then why aren't the backup systems functioning?
This guy needs to get slapped in the face.
But enough about me.
Enough, it's been 4 hours.
I imitated the hairstyle of the Bajoran man who was assigned to me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was merely a transition from what I used to be to what I learned to become.
Interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool.
No, sounds very lonely to me.
It is lonely.
Being so different from everyone else.
Order to ops.
Now he's getting uncomfortable because she's just speaking the truth.
It's taking so long.
Are you sure you're all right? You look warm.
He needs to regenerate soon.
Odo, be a chair. I'm a chair. Odo, be a razor cat. I'm a razor cat. Life of the party.
But people are kind of using you, you know?
I hate parties.
I'll make sure that all the guests are there to entertain you.
Oh, wait, that's so nice of her.
Told you I turn into a liquid every 16 hours. Well, I'm in hour 15.
Oh my god.
Cardassian traffic along the border.
Processing long-range sensors.
Oh my god, they're distracting the computer.
Function will require subspace link-up.
They're mission impossibling this computer.
Able to
Oh my days.
Probe briefing to be held on schedule. Lights or no lights. I will surely...
Calm down, dude. I was really hoping the ambassador just got flamed, you know what I mean? Come on, Bashir, pull it! Oh, hey, that's kind of cool.
Aye, sir.
It's not
We can't have Bashir dying, so they need to save him.
on board. It's sort of like shutting up a puppy in a room, you know?
Yeah, that's so true.
It's forever at the door trying to get out.
I'm not sure I know what
I
you're
understand.
getting
You guys may have seen my dog scratching at my door trying to leave eventually.
No wonder it doesn't want to leave.
at. Okay, but how's that going to help us?
Just ignore the computer.
Lieutenant, I've got to build a doghouse.
Interesting.
Order to ops.
Oh my god.
I can't. It's beginning.
It's all right.
You don't understand.
I love how nice she is.
But you don't have to be ashamed.
I'm not ashamed. It's a private matter, that's all.
I feel like he's ashamed a little bit.
You can't. I'm fine.
Oh, poor Odo.
What's that?
My hair?
Oh my god, it's fake. Oh my god, she looks a lot more like Troy right now.
It looks ordinary. I've never cared to be ordinary. So you see, Odo, even we non-shapeshifters have to change who we are once in a while.
Oh wait, what the heck?
You are not at all what I expected.
No one's ever paid me a greater compliment.
Oh. Oh.
I'll take care of you.
Okay. On her dress, dude, she is a legend, I gotta say. Odo, you need to date her or something. She'd be the best girlfriend ever.
Transfer complete.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Oh my days, it's a catastrophe in here. Yeah, this is a cool shot though. Dude, quick thinking Bashir probably saved the day.
Ambassador, are you alright?
Yes, thanks to Julian.
Oh, wait, they're gonna be nice now.
Under such severe conditions?
We'll be putting him in for a commendation.
Oh, what? That's so nice. And he's fully back.
No, that wasn't exactly what you had in mind for your picnic.
When it comes to picnics,
That was the best one.
what really matters is the company.
Yeah, that's actually so true. Well, I mean the food sometimes as well.
Next time you see me, I'll give you a lot more to appreciate.
Okay. That was a nice episode. I actually enjoyed that episode quite a bit. I loved Odo, and I think her name was Roxana Troy. It was something Troy. I think it was Roxana, not Roxana. Maybe we'll see here. And that was my reaction to The Forsaken, episode 16 of season 1 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And I gotta say, I really liked that episode. Okay, also I can see, I was looking for the name of, I thought her name was like Roxana or something, but it's Roxana. But I'm gonna say, I felt like they didn't say an L in the name, so it's just Roxana, you know what I mean? But anyways, the mother of Troy, the mother of Deanna Troy was in this episode. I haven't seen her in TNG. I missed all of her episodes, if she was in a lot of episodes or just a few, whatever, however many she was in. I missed those episodes in TNG, but people in the comment section were telling me about her a little bit, so that's pretty cool. And so I guess I was expecting to see her eventually in the show because people were telling me that, oh, there's a character in the show that you missed, is Deanna Troy's mother, but I kind of forgot about her as a character, so when they mentioned her name, I was like, oh, that's her mother, and then I was like, oh yeah, people told me that she was going to be in this show, that makes sense. You know what I mean? But this was a really fun episode. I mean, my favorite part of the episode was obviously the Odo stuff, the Odo and Troy Senior. Can I call her Troy Senior? Is that okay? But I loved their I guess maybe not their relationship stuff, but just I liked the chemistry that they had. I really liked the chemistry, not even between the characters themselves, but between the actors. I thought they worked really well together, and I love how weird Odo was acting, you know what I mean? Because I feel like because he lives such a lonely and isolated life, because he feels like he is so different than anyone else, because he had to try and be the life of the party to fit in, and he hates parties, you know what I mean? He's probably never really thought about relationships. He always looks in disdain at human love, human mating rituals and stuff like that. And so it was really interesting to see this woman kind of like fall in love with Odo a little bit, or at least really like Odo in ways that people have never really seen him before, and to see Odo's reaction to that was super interesting. I loved how taken aback he was, and it wasn't until about 4 hours into the elevator ride when he's starting to turn into liquid that he really understands that this connection maybe means something a little bit more to him, you know what I mean? Like, his guard is kind of up for most of the episode, and then all of a sudden his guard is kind of taken down completely, and he's kind of thrust into the hands of trust of Luxwana, I'm gonna call her Luxwana Troy, is it Lux? I think it's Luxwana, I'm gonna say Luxwana, okay? And when she like takes off her hair, and she looks at his face, and then he turns into a liquid, and she has him on her dress, that was such a good moment. I got like little chills during that moment because it was just like unexpected of her to do that at the start of the episode. Obviously, maybe it was expected of her to do that if you've seen her before in TNG, but seeing as she was a new character for me, I didn't really know what she was like. I thought she was going to be pining for him the whole episode, and then maybe they're going to make out or something like that, and then she was going to give him like a kiss. But no, she was actually really good at I mean, I guess Deanna Troi is really good. She's like the therapist, the ship counselor and stuff like that. She's very good at seeing emotions and feeling emotions, and so it makes sense that her mother is like that as well. But I really just loved how sensitive she was to him, how willing she was to take her time with him and listen to him. And I love that she just talked all the time as well. Like she talked for 4 hours straight, and then she's like, that's enough about me, by the way, how about you? I thought that was really funny. So yeah, honestly, I wasn't expecting an Odo episode from this, but I got a really nice Odo moment from this. I mean, it was an Odo episode overall, I'd say. I feel like he had the main plot of this episode, but there was a really good Odo moment. I really like all the moments with Odo that touch on his loneliness and his isolation and him being the only one of his species and stuff. And I thought this episode did a really good job of making him a little bit more comfortable with Odo being Odo, if that makes any sense. Besides that, the Bashir stuff was really funny with the ambassadors. I hated all 3 of the ambassadors. I wanted to slap them in the faces, but I felt good for Bashir at the end when he like saved them and they all gave him like they're like, oh, you can call me by my first name. Oh, we're gonna give him an I think it was called like an accommodation or something. A commendation, maybe that's what it was. But I thought that was really nice. I loved how like Sisko was in like a really good mood for this in this episode for some reason. Like he was laughing a lot. He was smiling a lot, especially when he was talking to Bashir. I guess he was just thinking about how he had to do this, and now he's like, haha, loser, you have to do this as well. So I thought that was really fun. And then the O'Brien stuff with the probe that's actually like a computer that's kind of like a stray puppy that has gone into the system, and then O'Brien's now keeping it, like has adopted this computer. I thought that was really fun as well. So overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I had some really nice moments, some really sincere moments in it that I did not expect. And now I'm excited to get into the next episode, which is episode 17 of season 1, Dramatis Personae. Enjoy.
Requested permission to dock here at the station.
Let me guess. You're here to recommend that we deny that request.
I was going to deny it too.
Eventually be used to attack Bajor.
I share your concern, Major. But unless we have proof to back up those charges...
Yeah, that's fair.
It is not that simple. Dolomite is used for power generators, reactors, and short-range transports.
Oh, yeah, okay, but you can't just say it's for a weapon.
You really think that'll work?
It will if the Valerians want to continue trading with the Federation.
Oh, Sisko's good.
All right. We'll try it your way.
Good.
That's the only way you're going to be trying.
Imagine taking 11 bored school kids on a visit to the grain processing center at Lasuma.
They're on a field trip? That's cute.
Sensors are reading elevated neutrino levels at the wormhole. Something's coming through.
Oh, what could it be? Who could it be? I hope it's Tosk. I hope we see Tosk again, you know what I mean? Wait.
It's a Klingon vessel.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like a Klingon vessel. Oh my days, what? I don't think you're gonna be hailing them anytime soon.
He's been hit by weapons fire. It's severe.
What the heck?
Victory.
Okay. So what happened? Who blew up the Klingon ship? Why was he shot? Was there like a mutiny or something like that? Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Yeah, that's right. I'm an opera singer. Someone also sent me lyrics in the comment section. Someone sent me lyrics to this. Apparently, there's like, this is the show not about Picard or something like that. It's pretty fun if you give it a read. I don't know if you will be able to find it. I forget what video it's on. But if you're watching this right now and you posted that, post it again in this comment section. That'd be fun to read over.
Why he died and the cause of his ship's destruction is still unknown.
We got like a murder mystery kind of episode, huh?
To put in for a maintenance check.
Ask around the station, see what you can learn about this biosurvey.
Maybe he was just like really into this biosurvey. We need victory in it, you know what I mean?
Lieutenant.
What is it?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, why was she dating?
Never mind.
What's happening? She saw the episode The Forsaken and saw the foreskin instead, just like me. She was thinking about it.
Going to be a slight delay.
We are in need of maintenance. It's been a long journey.
Guy has a cool nose.
Like an explanation.
I wasn't finished running a background check on their ship.
We agreed there would be...
Kira, you're letting your biases get in the way of everything right now.
Plant at Ultima Thule. Now, if I can place them there, then we know they're running weapons-grade material.
No, you don't. Not necessarily.
Thank you, Commander. Sheriff Aldas out.
No delays.
Sisko's running. I love it. I love Sisko, dude.
So, Quark.
I know he understands Kira's perspective, but he's running a space station, you know what I mean?
A glorious mission. I said, what's so glorious about a Gamma Quadrant biosurvey?
Yeah, exactly. Unless it wasn't a survey.
What did they say?
Crafty tonight, Odo, aren't we?
Yeah, Odo thought he was so stealthy.
Work, Crew 7. The bulkheads in security could use a little shoring up.
Oh, Odo, man.
With something that would make the enemies of the Klingon Empire tremble.
A weapon?
Don't let it get around.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Odo.
Wait, what? Wait, what happened? Look how much Quark cares, too.
Bashir? Dr. Bashir?
If Quark didn't care, he wouldn't do anything. But Quark is scared. I'm scared, too. What just happened? First, Dax. Dax was in, like, a daydream. Now Odo has had, like, some seizure and died. I like that the pillow is triangle. Now that's futuristic.
Fine.
Good. Because I have no way to know your body chemistry defies...
Bashir's like, bro, I don't know what to do.
Do you share my concern over this Valerian situation? I think you know what I mean.
Why don't you tell me? Then you can be sure I know.
Yeah, exactly.
The uneasy alliance on this station starts to show a few cracks.
Interesting.
Commander Sisko and Kira, mark my words, there's going to be trouble.
They're gonna be butting heads.
But you're probably right, it's a little too early to commit oneself either way.
This is weird that Bashir is saying this, though. Don't you agree? Was a little weird, Bashir doing that, no? Like, that was weird.
So, I've got an armed team ready to board their vessel.
No, Kira, that's not proof.
You're not going to do anything about this.
I'm not. And neither are you.
Oh, this is interesting.
Is Bajoran property?
Commanded by a Federation officer. Commanded by me.
Oh, Cisco laying the law.
That, Major?
Woohoo!
No, sir.
Not yet. This will be an interesting episode for Cisco, actually, because Kira will start to challenge it, I feel.
Bajor would be vulnerable again to the Cardassians.
Well, that doesn't mean there aren't plenty of misguided Bajorans who think they can go it alone.
What is it?
You've become quite friendly with Major Kira, haven't you?
Why is everyone like...
Well, yes, I suppose I have, if you say so.
Everyone is not themselves right now, I feel.
That reminds me of the time we
Good.
found ourselves...
Anyone who's against Cisco is against me.
Yeah, everyone just feels like on edge, you know what I mean?
I'm picking up a weak subspace transponder signal.
Like the words that are coming out of their mouths don't feel like words that would come out of their mouths, you know what I mean? And I feel like something is up. I feel like there needs to be an explanation for this. Because I don't think it's just weird writing.
I'm convinced the Valerians have Dolomite on board, but the evidence is still circumstantial. I need solid proof.
She wants you to shapeshift onto the ship.
Not interfering with the Valerian ship. Has he changed his mind?
Yes.
Did he?
I'll keep the two of you informed about my progress.
Oh.
Commander Sisko's very busy. There's no sense in disturbing him.
Odo can tell your lie. He can sniff it.
I can't fool you, Odo.
That was a nice little smile bow.
What if you had to choose sides?
See, everyone's talking about sides right now. What sides?
Your friends are.
What sides? Is there gonna be a coup? Is there gonna be a civil war? Like, what's happening? And what happened to Odo earlier? I feel like that has something to do with everyone being like this. You know what I mean?
Portion of the Klingon officer's journal. Of course, Major Kira heard about it immediately.
Maybe this is part of the weapon. The weapon gets people on each other. You know what I mean?
Violence created by those energy spheres back from
And that's why the Klingons, that ship blew up, and that's why he got shot, because all the Klingons turned on each other. I feel like this is it. I feel like that's it.
Is often reward enough. Benjamin, do you remember that wild...
And what's up with Dax right now?
Me with it.
Yeah, this has to be the weapon of some sort. It turns people on each other, and then they just all kill each other, and the enemy just has to stand back and watch it all happen. I feel like that is exactly what is going on. Why are only some people affected? Why isn't Quark affected?
So blessed. What can I do for you, Major?
Get lost?
Poor Quark.
Not bad. For Quark.
It is good.
It's so weird seeing Kira like nice like this. I don't know why. I just always see her being like a soldier, you know, being tough.
Yeah, it's like talking to a stone. I remember a time on Route 23.
Why is she so nostalgic?
We have to keep the Valerians here until we can search the ship and confiscate the Dolomite. You've got to convince...
Dude, what the heck is going on? I love this close-up of Kira.
Some kind of close relative, anyway.
Jitsia, listen to me.
She's like, stop talking!
Getting rid of Cisco. One way or the other. Don't force me to get rid of you as well.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Cork definitely over her. It's Frank, buddy!
Nothing wrong.
Jesus, Kira, what's going on? What's getting into you? What's getting into everyone?
She tried to convince Dax to take her side against Cisco.
Oh.
Doesn't Kira's behavior seem a little out of the ordinary?
This is what I'm saying. Thank you.
And Bashir, since when is he so concerned about station politics?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Okay.
I suppose you are. It's time I had a talk with Cisco.
So why is it just a select crew? Like Dax is just in a trance.
Cisco?
There's no other explanation besides this is the weapon the Klingons are after.
Is that Captain Telpa must die.
So yeah, this same thing happened on the Klingon ship.
Of course, Constable. Don't the Commander and I always try to make you happy?
Oh, so even he is trying to get Odo onto his side, you know?
Commander, I think something might be wrong with some of us.
Yeah.
Certain behaviors and attitudes have been abnormal.
You could say that. Abnormal is the least of it.
What do you think?
What is that? Do you think Odo had the seizure because the weapon wouldn't work on him? Like
Fascinating.
Maybe it's like a nano thing and it tried to get into him, but it didn't get into him or something.
It's not.
I love the way that she's lounging.
When have I ever had to stand on ceremony with you, Odo?
Also, like, evil Kira is so fun.
I took care of the Valerians. That ship isn't leaving until I say it is.
Oh my god, Kira.
This station will be yours to protect, with no interference.
What's your plan?
Odo is not joining her. He just wants to see what's happening.
But this is a dangerous time. I can't take any chances, even with you. When the time comes, you'll know it. I'll be counting on you.
If Kira was a villain, she would be so cool, don't you think?
Is currently unavailable.
Why?
Wow.
By authority of Major Kira.
Wow.
Kira's already locked down the Valerian ship. And she's diverted half the station's system.
Remember that TNG episode with the spheres? And there was that ancient civilization who got destroyed that could like teleport? They had like the gates that could teleport? Is that what they're talking about? Or are they talking about something else?
If we tip our hand, it might work against us.
What can we do?
Leave the station.
Oh my god.
I'll get rid of Kira! Hear me out, sir! On that day, we'll get rid of all your enemies.
Oh my days.
He's more than happy to take us back to Federation space.
Call me as soon as you're ready.
Evil Cisco would also be so sick, you know what I mean? This is such a fun episode. This is like that mirror episode of Star Trek, the original series.
Archives were contained in a self-sustaining energy matrix. That could explain the changes in the Klingon's brain.
Okay.
To reenact the power struggle that destroyed the Sultanans?
Possibly.
Wait, that's interesting.
Ops was affected except me. Without a humanoid brain, my system rejected it.
Yeah, that's why he had that seizure looking thing.
What if you and I are the only two who aren't affected?
Do you think we could use this to our advantage?
Oh my god, the Bashir power.
I might be able to generate an interference signal which could drive it out.
Do it. I promise, Doctor. You won't regret it.
Dude, Odo is so good. He's making Bashir think he's gonna be the one in control and in power, but when in reality, he's taking it out from everyone, including himself. That was an assassination attempt.
Is it Kira? Did Kira put you up to this?
No!
Oh! Oh! Oh my god.
I want the truth.
Is that clear? Let's see how this works.
Oh my days, dude, it's a Mexican standoff. Oh. Oh, that's smart.
I'll keep it open for you. Right, Cisco out.
Oh.
Chief. She hasn't beaten us yet.
Oh my god. This is so fun.
Escape.
On the contrary, you'll find him trapped in Cargo Bay 4.
Oh my days.
We'll see you there.
Kira out.
He's playing both sides. Everyone's gonna be in this cargo bay.
I wouldn't do that, sir. You might run into Kira.
What's he doing with his hands?
Relax, Commander. You'll be here any...
Oh my days.
You know what disturbs me? The ingratitude.
Oh my god.
I offered you my kindness.
You did?
Help.
Yep.
My leadership.
Yeah.
My name will blaze across the stars long after your petty treacheries have been for...
Wait, why is this so fun?
You all know what?
Okay, this is good, this is good. So how do you get rid of it now? It's just suspended.
Everybody grab hold of something secure.
Oh my god, he's just gonna open the airlock. This is so awesome. And it's gone, close it.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, welcome back indeed. I kind of wanted them to stay evil. The rest of the show, they just have evil Cisco versus evil Kira.
Did you really build that?
It's kind of cool, isn't it?
I think we'll let it go. This time.
Just don't do it again. That episode was so good. I enjoyed that so much. And that was my reaction to Dramatis Personae, the 17th episode of Season 1 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And I have to say, this episode was one of my favorite episodes of the show so far. It was so much fun seeing this like civil war take place on Deep Space Nine. First of all, it was a really creative episode. Second of all, it was really cool to see Cisco and Kira especially be just evil. You know, we've seen evil Bashir before, or at least he wasn't Bashir, he was like an evil guy, but we've seen the actor play an evil version of himself in a way, but again, it wasn't Bashir, it was someone else. But seeing Cisco evil, seeing O'Brien evil, seeing Kira evil, seeing Dax not really evil, more just kind of like super nostalgic and in her head and like daydreamy all the time. Just, it was so much fun, and the mystery surrounding it, like what is happening, why did the Klingon ship explode, why did that Klingon die, like piecing it together was so much fun. Because while I figured out what happened, you know, I figured out that whatever the Klingons, like the Klingons had a civil war type deal inside the ship, they had this mutiny, and then that has transferred over to DS9. I figured that out, but the reasoning of it, you know, with the spheres and stuff, and how they're reenacting this coup or this mutiny that happened on the planet, I thought that was super interesting and really well done. And the spheres and the planet of people that have now been destroyed and stuff, it reminded me of that TNG episode with like those blue spheres where like Worf and Data and Picard go onto that planet, and Picard wants to like do this architectural archaeology analysis of the planet and stuff like that, and then they have that gate that goes to different places that like teleports you to different places, and Worf and Data jump onto the Enterprise, or jump onto the Romulan, no, the Enterprise, and Picard jumps onto the Romulan ship through that gate. You know the episode I'm talking about. It reminded me of that. I don't think it's the same world, but maybe it is the same world. But anyways, I thought it was a really interesting idea, and I thought it was executed really well and really fun as well, because for the first, like, I don't know, 20 minutes of the episode, you don't really know that anything is going on. Like, there's some weird lines that kind of catch you off guard, like when Odo, well, first of all, Odo has that random, like, seizure moment where he, like, splits open and he becomes liquid, and then he comes back and then he faints, and then Quark gets very scared, which is a very weird moment. But there's, like, just little strange moments dotted around, you know. Then when Odo wakes up, Bashir starts saying, like, oh, we have to start picking sides. They might start butting heads. And, you know, it's weird for Bashir to say that, because Bashir usually wouldn't say stuff like that. Like, so you think even Odo's like, it's weird that Bashir is into politics, you know what I mean? Like, the ship's politics. But it's not necessarily, like, incredibly out of the ordinary, because there is that tension between Kira and Cisco about the Valerian ship and, you know, them supplying weapons to the Cardassians and stuff. So originally you just think that Kira and Cisco are butting heads because of this ideological belief, you know, and Kira's bias towards the Valerians, and Cisco trying to remain this unbiased captain who runs a space station and is trying to get all the facts straight. You know, that's kind of what you think, even though there are some weird lines, Bashir and stuff, and Kira and Cisco really butting heads. It feels like a more natural at the start of the episode, which is why it's really cool. And then when O'Brien starts to talk about choosing sides and Dax starts being all, like, nostalgic and stuff like that, you're like, wait, no, something is happening, right? Something has to be happening. Bashir says something weird. Cisco yelled at Kira, and you can tell Kira's gonna keep butting heads with Cisco, and usually she would probably at least try to respect his decision. And then now O'Brien is saying something. Dax is off daydreaming about God knows what, you know what I mean? And so it was just so interesting how they slowly developed it and developed it and developed it, and just seeing everyone get so angry, seeing Kira, especially, like, Kira, evil Kira, was definitely my favorite part of this episode. The way she was so confident in the way that she walked, and she'd like smile, but it was like this sly smile and stuff like that. The seriousness that she had, the way she beat up Quark, that was a little sad. Like, I am a Quark fan, and she threw Quark against the wall, but that was cool. I really liked the scene where she was trying to get Dax onto her side, and they're having the bar, and they're talking about how Akira is basically saying, like, you know, I really trust you, and you're my favorite lieutenant and stuff like that. And then it was like this wide shot, you see both of them, but then the camera cuts to this close-up of Kira, and it is so intimidating. The way Kira is talking, it's so smooth and straight to the point and analytical, and it was scary. It was actually scary. Like, Kira was a little terrifying in this episode, and so it was pretty fun to watch her. I'd love to see evil Kira again one day. And Cisco as well, being, like, super bored. It was so funny. He's like, I'm done running this station. Well, Brian, you could do it. I was gonna go sit at home and make a clock, you know. That was fun. But then whenever he would yell, I love when Cisco yells, you know what I mean? And this would be like an angry yell when he was, like, yelling that he wants to kill Kira and stuff like that. So awesome. So awesome. So yeah, overall, this episode was definitely one of my favorite episodes. I don't know if it was my favorite episode of the show. I mean, when I say it was, I don't count Emissary, because Emissary was definitely the best episode of the show, the very first episode. But besides Emissary, this is definitely one of my favorites. It was just a lot of fun to watch, and I can see myself watching this one again on my own time, just because it's fun and I want to see them be evil characters, you know what I mean? Anyways, that is going to be it for my reaction and review to this week's Star Trek DS9 episodes. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Remember, on Patreon you can watch up to 3 weeks early, which means I'm already into season 2, 2 videos into season 2 by this point, and you can also watch next week's episode's duet and In the Hands of Prophets on YouTube right now, as well as get exclusive merch that you can only get on my Patreon. And if you subscribe to the Star Trek tier, it's Star Trek themed merch as well, so that would be pretty cool. Anyways, next week we do have some incredible episodes, or at least I've heard they're incredible episodes, duet, and then In the Hands of Prophets, and then we are done season 1. Remember, there's going to be a live stream after next week's episodes as well on YouTube. Straight after the episode premiere has finished, we're going to hop into a live stream. We're going to talk about the season, answer some of your questions. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned for that next week and for more updates in the week to come. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next Star Trek Deep Space Nine reaction.